Hello, I hope everybody's doing well, having a great day, and I wanted to do a little bit of market analysis, updates, and things like that. So let's jump right in. Let's get into the trades that I'm in. Look at this number. Can you see it? Let's see. I'm just gonna zoom in here. Whoa. Okay, let's zoom down here. Realized P&L $3,500. Unrealized is $1,200. Hot tamale, y'all. So yeah, your boy's doing pretty well over here. And so my position size is 10,000 and I've just kind of been letting it ride. I had a position size of like 34,000, 35,000. I'm like celebrating right now. This is apple juice, water, and apple cider vinegar. It's really sweet and yummy. So let me show you what I've done here. Let's show you where I got in, and we'll go into the 10-minute because this is kind of telling. Check this out. I got in here because I thought this was the bottom. Now, this ended up, I was going off of this Elliott wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, and I was like, okay, we're definitely going to reset. So I'm going to buy the first bottom because usually the first bottom is usually the deepest. And I'm like trying to trade as aggressively as possible to make my stacks, right? And so it goes up, comes down, and I got a little bit more here, I believe. I was like, okay, cool. And then it just dumps. And I was like down, I don't know, $1,000 or something like that, and it comes up and I'm up $100 or $400, $500, and it dumps down again. And I could have sold, but I was like, no, I'm waiting for it to consolidate, you know. And so finally, this is bot activity, in my opinion, small waves. And I just think that they were trying to shake people out before this move, and that move happened. So it looks like that move finally happened. And if you look at the hourly, well, actually 30-minute. So there potentially is a, oh, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It found an Elliott wave here. So I'm expecting, I drew these lines here because I'm looking at a top resistance, and I'm looking for a bottom resistance. And even though I got in here, it's probably somewhere in here. I think that the Elliott wave, like if you look at the 10-minute, I think that this this is just a parabolic run. There's no wave that you can draw from that one, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's potentially able to come down to, it can't, I think it cannot come down to the height of 1. That's the rule for an Elliott wave. So it's got to stay in this region, but that's a big drop. So I went ahead and I started just shaving out. I was just doing this like 1,000 at a time, 1,000 at a time. I started getting out here. I got all the way up here, and I've just been getting out a little bit at a time. And now that I'm down to a position size of 10,000 XRP, I don't know if I want to get out, even if I go into the negative, because, you know, there's still potential to the upside. who knows what's going to happen with XRP going up. So I don't want to miss out on any, like, you know, higher numbers. And if you know, you know, with XRP, it's like said that it's just going to flip on like a light switch. So you better be holding on for dear life. So, that's the reason why I'm kind of hesitant to get out and reset, because I don't know if it's going to reset. I'm still head shy from when it didn't reset and it just kept going up here. There was no reset. I was just like, what is going on? What is going on? You know? And you know, I didn't make any money here. I lost money. I lost $4,000 here. So I don't want to, and these candles, these look similar to like these right here. So they do look overextended, and it does look like it's going to, you know, cool off, but it could just, you know, it could go 1, 2, 3, and a third one just shoot all the way up to 330 or something like that. So I want to leave some you know, gunpowder in the bullets or whatever, because I definitely want the opportunity to get back in. Now let's look at the 15-minute, and here is where I'm starting to see a bearish divergence. Let's look at this right here. That, let's just change the color. What's a good color? That was the color before. If I feel like white, let's go with white. So here's the bearish divergence, and then let's do another one, and we'll start from here to here. So I mean, and it's pretty clearly rounding, like it's rounding over. So it could come down. Money flow is not as big as it was before. This is a bearish divergence. It's the regular divergence. So I'm thinking that we're going to see a correction here, and when it corrects, I'm just going to have some buy orders in this region here. What is this? 301, 30. This is the pocket that I'm thinking is going to come into. So 305 to 309, is that right? 30. Oh, from right here, yeah, this right here. So it could come here, and then if you look at larger time frames like the hourly, ABC, what is it? 2 hour? 30-minute? 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I guess it was the 15. So it's not really. So we have to get A, B, and C out of this play. Like we have to get A, so A, B, and C. So here is A, B, C. And C is where you want to buy. So A, it looks like we're going to get A. And now let's look at this A, B, C and search for a divergence pattern. There's one right there. So 5. And here's the start. So A. From A, we have a a price action where it is bearish divergence. Let's look for, yeah, we have a hidden divergence here where the momentum wave goes up. So I don't know. I'm saying the 15-minute chart is kind of looking pretty good in terms of like determining good entries. Even though I got in here with the 10-minute chart, I got in here. So I'm going to be bouncing around with these charts, but I got in here and then it drops down twice, way below. But this white Elliott wave line was not there. It was the red one. That was the only one that was there when I got in. So let's go back to this 15-minute. And now let's see. A, B, C. Oh, no. A, B, C is over here. Okay. So I'll be looking for a pullback, a correction that's less strong than this. So a pullback to here probably, a correction that's B, and then C, looking for that. Now let's analyze the momentum waves during this transitional period. So A is a from 5. Let's get rid of this a little bit. 3, 4, 5. So we're looking at 3, and 3 has okay, so 3, 4, 5. At 5, we're technically here, but we can measure this momentum wave for a bearish divergence at 3. That's fine. So 3, we get the A. And then B would be here to here, price action going down. Yeah, so it's interesting. We're getting no rhyme or reason divergence pattern on the recoveries, these ABC recoveries. Or I wouldn't even call it a recovery. I guess it's like the cool down from an Elliott wave, the cool down that gives you the entry. So there's like no obvious divergence. This is an obvious divergence. Momentum waves going down, price action going up. That's hidden divergence. Let's go to the next one. This is a price action going down, momentum waves going up. This is hidden divergence. What was the first one? Momentum waves going down, price going up. That was regular divergence. So the first one is regular, the second one is hidden. Now, looking at the recovery, there's no recovery, like there's no like momentum waves going down from here to here. And there's nothing that shows bullish. So whenever you're looking for divergences, and it doesn't make sense, you might be in an ABC pattern, and then there's this weird consolidation phase where nothing makes sense. There's no rhyme or reason, but you're just looking for an entry because you know that if you're in a bull market, and you know the price is going to go up, then you can look for your entry. So anyways, let's look for the C divergence pattern. So let's go from here to here. So price, oh, no, that is the C. So this is the C right here. Momentum wave going up, price going down. that's telling you this is C. And, you know, technically it's telling you this right here, but the Elliott wave is measuring it to here. Okay, so now that we know this, and now that we know we have a bearish divergence on the momentum waves in the 15 minutes, similar to right here and here, let's draw another momentum wave so we know what we're talking about. So similar to here, can we draw a box? Like a box. I'd like to draw a box. Shapes, text. Okay. That's what we're looking at right here. This momentum wave and this this price action, that's telling us this. It's telling us this right here. And as we're recovering to B, we're looking again at this right here, which is going up, going down. Cool. Okay, so now that we have that, let's go ahead and get rid of this extra stuff and bring these over here and start looking at these momentum waves and price actions. And I'll bring this up so that we can line it up nice and pretty. Okay, now keeping in mind this momentum wave right here could get like we could get shut down. Something like that. So I'm hoping that, you know, it doesn't do this and it comes down from here. But I don't know. Because if it's larger, usually the middle of the momentum waves, like 1, 2, the second one is taller. So hopefully if it does, it won't be as tall. But this is, by the way, this is the same kind of thing that happened when I was looking to short the market and I lost that $4,000. Not in that one trade. I lost, you know, $100 or $1,000, and it just took off. The price took off, and I was like revenge trading, and then I lost, you know, the other 3,000. But I was doing this. I was like, it could still be bearish. And the momentum wave was going, nope, no, I'm not bearish. And I just got rejected. And so this pattern just broke down. That pattern just broke down. And I just kept going and going and going. That's what happened. So, I can't depend on this. But I can you know, look at it and kind of think, well, if it does this, then that's what it's going to do, you know, and we'll have a confirmed bearish divergence. Price action is sitting steady. Momentum, see the money flow is coming in. So that is what is scaring me, which, by the way, is the same thing that happened last time. Momentum, was doing so-so, but the money flow just kept pouring in. So I'll have to look at the money flow. It is low, like it's lower, but yeah, I don't know. So you kind of have to take it with a grain of salt. So we're just waiting. We're waiting. And then on the 1 minute, look at what we have here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A, B, C, and this is playing out. Like this would have been a good entry right here. So it could take off. It could take off on us. And I'm over here looking at the 15 minute. And it's trading a little bit sideways. We did get that confirmed red dot. On the 15. So by just looking at this money, this movement, the price action, it's looking like it might just keep moving up. So anyways, that's a little bit of an update. I wanted to give you guys just an update. I'm up to almost 13 grand from 4. So I'll keep plugging away at it, and I guess this is the beginning of like team no sleep and and all of that good stuff. So I'm just going to keep an eye, that's also partially why I'm keeping a small position. Keep a small position. My estimated liquid price is 190. I know that I have like all these open orders right here, but price isn't going to drop to 190 overnight. So I'm going to, and I want these to get filled. So, I might like go to bed and just let it do its thing. And if it comes down and clicks some of these down here, then wonderful. And then tomorrow I can look for another trade opportunity. So that's, that's the potential way of like looking at the trade, keeping it open with a smaller position, getting some rest, coming back to it, looking at the charts, looking for an opportunity to get in, and it looks like there's plenty of opportunities. Let's see how this is playing out. We're still in this consolidation phase. So ABC 1, 2. So it could go here. I think the length of this box is to help you determine how long it's going to consolidate. Because let's look at this one. ABC. That didn't do anything. On the 1 minute, I don't know if it's really going to give you like the best advice, best information, but on the 5 minute, ABC, it dumps and it dumps again. I was doing that from a 10 minute perspective. I was doing it from this one, dumps and it dumps again, and it takes off. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of looking at this. I'm a bit tired. It's 2 a.m. And I'm just kind of looking at this and I'm thinking, what's going to happen here? What's going to happen right there? Because this is overextended and this has already gotten a red dot. So 6 minutes 50, so 7 minutes until the next, so it could just, the next one go kind of sideways, but yeah, it's like hours away from knowing what's actually going to happen here. It could go 1, 2, and then take off again. And then the momentum wave gets shut down because it ends up being bigger. So I just don't know. So that's why I have this smaller size and I've gotten out, but I do see it sort of flat, like right here. It's like it's reached that plateau. We're in, no man's land. This price is just kind of new. It's not all-time high, but it is really close to it. It got up to like 340 before, and we're currently at 307 right now. So let's do the 15-minute again. 315. So yeah. Like we're pretty close. Do I think it's gonna go and test that number tonight? That would be crazy if it did. I wish I would have a larger position, but let's 340 is right here. Where are my little drawing things? I don't have this things on the side. I'll have to. Where's my line? Yeah, okay. We're looking at 340 right here. And it's already done a move of 4.5%. This move is 7%. If it were to do the whole thing in one day, it would be a 13% move. So, I don't know. It could just shoot right up. Like, I mean, XRP is just so unpredictable, y'all. So, that's why I have a small position still, but I want it to come down and consolidate, and then I want to get in for a lot and then ride this wave up and all that good stuff. I am going to send $1,000 out, so I'll have 11.7. I'm going to send $1,000 and buy some XRP and then send it to my hard wallet, and just kind of, as a matter of principle and practice, I want to keep doing that whenever I had good days like this. So y'all, I'm starting to get the hang of it, and yeah, if you have any suggestions, or if you have any questions, then just let me know. And yeah, isn't this beautiful? I'm still stuck on this picture. It's so pretty. But here's my my Twitter. It's Akia on bottom. And yeah, I'm all over the place with my stuff. Syria got bombed today. Nobody's talking about it. And Mike Pence has a license plate that says "Boy Love." So, yeah. And this is something that I put together. I was Crown Prince of Bahrain shows signs of contempt when reporter asks about Epstein. I imagine in Bahrain they just kill anyone who tries to ask questions like this, which is why his expression is so blatant. They're both clearly looking at the same reporter. Left picture shows the surprise Epstein question. Right picture shows Trump when he told her to shut up. He literally told her, stop. So, and I study micro expressions as a hobby, and this is a stereotypical contempt sign. right here, the raising of one cheek, and you can tell when she goes to ask another question, he guards himself. And Trump the whole time is just looking like an alien. I don't know. I'm not a Trumper or whatever, but I know that he's doing some really great things. Look at crypto. So who can get too upset at him? But like the whole Epstein thing, it's got to be like addressed. And if he's on the list, then, you know, like eliminate your local pedo. Like they should be, if they're on the lists, then they should be hung. That should be like the way that gets taken care of. Don't worry about tax dollars and all that stuff and put them in jail. No, just get it over with. here's the thing.
Mr. President, I know you want to move past all this intrigue over the Epstein files, but I do want to ask you to clarify something you said this morning. You said this was all a hoax. Has your attorney
It's a big hoax.
told you this was a hoax? What evidence?
No, it's not the Attorney General. No, I know it's a hoax. It's started by Democrats. It's been run by the Democrats for 4 years. You had Christopher Wray and these characters and Comey before him. And it's a bad group. It started, actually, look at the Steele dossier. That turned out to be a total hoax. The 51 agents, the intelligence, so-called intelligence agents.
Okay, so that was the response. He goes on. He always does these long answers, you know. But look at the contempt. So do you see it in his cheek? It's a side raised right there. Right there. Not. Yes. No. Yes. Oops. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Interesting, huh?
This morning. Quiet. Go ahead.
That's when he told her, quiet.
This morning. Quiet. Go.
So and then here's the, when he was listening to the first question and when he told her to be quiet. Listening to the first question and when Trump told her to be quiet. The eyes are looking at the same person. I know they're all standing in the same area, but he was telling the same reporter to be quiet. And that's contempt. Interesting, huh? So, yeah, if you want to follow me, it's Akia on bottom. And yeah, so, but yeah, so, oh my gosh, get out of here with that. I don't know if you guys know about Elmo turning like unhinged. Elmo is unhinged right now. But yeah, so hopefully this will correct and we'll see new all-time highs. But I'm hoping that we have a cool down, and if we look at this bull run on a smaller time frame, it's cool down after pump, and then so this is played out 1 2 3 4 5 A B C pump, and it's just one or it's A B C, and then 1 2 3 4 5 A B C, and it's just pump after pump. So but there is a cool down, so I'm hoping that we get a cool down here, even if it's to this 310 region. I'm going to be putting some buy orders in. And again, this is not financial advice, y'all. I would not be following me because I'm so new at this, but I am learning, and I do want to document this process because I find it to be interesting, and I really enjoy sharing. So, but yeah, I am going to take out. I don't like seeing the number go down. I want to take out all this profit, but as a matter of principle, I should just stay in, put some buy orders in here, in this region, and hopefully it'll come down to this region, and then it'll pump again. But yeah, I mean, looking at on the hourly, it's pretty obvious that we had a pump and consolidation, pump, and so now we're starting to see a formation of consolidation now. Hopefully that's the case. Hopefully it keeps consolidating and we get that ABC. And in that case, I'm going to be looking for entries. So A, B, I think that I think that ABC cannot be above your previous all-time high inside of the Elliott wave. So A, B, your B can't go above 5. C, and then, yeah, so we're looking for that now. All right, y'all. Thank you for hanging out with me. Much appreciated. Sending love your way. And so, yeah. Have a wonderful night. Get some rest if you can. And I'll talk to you soon. Thank you and bye.